episode of Simply Fresh Food. Boy, do I have a treat for you today. We're going to be making holiday cookies, and right in time. We're going to make some butter cookies. We're going to also make some peanut butter balls and some cake balls. Yummy. And then we're going to finish it off with a hot chocolate, and not just any hot chocolate, a special hot chocolate. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll get started. Hi, I'm Chef Renee. If you want to know how to make simple, fabulous meals, tune in to Simply Fresh Foods with Chef Renee, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. or visit us at www.wintv.org. See you then. Welcome back. Today we have a guest in the studio, my friend, pastry chef Laura Hibbert. And she's here today, and she's going to help us through all of these fantastic goodies that we have. Hi, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and welcome to Simply Fresh Food, and thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, what are we going to get started with? You know, I'm so excited about everything because I love sweets. So what are we going to get started with?
First we're going to get started with our cake balls, and we have to make the frosting for that first.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, cake balls. I hear that there are a lot of places that are selling them. They're really popular. So tell me about the cake balls.
They are. You can take any cake that you make at home, box mix is fine, and add frosting to it. Today we are making our own frosting, but you could use a can of frosting if you wanted to.
Okay, very good.
And so now I'm putting butter and shortening.
Okay.
And then we're going to cream those together.
I already know that's going to be good. Butter and shortening for me. Yay. All right, and do you want me to go ahead and crumble up your cake?
Yes, that would be great.
All righty. Now, is this a frosting of your creation, Chef Laura?
It is. Yep, it's a buttercream.
Oh, yummy. Okay.
So now I'm adding in some powdered sugar.
All right.
And vanilla.
Okay, and I have the chocolate cake. We made this chocolate cake last night, right?
Yes.
Yummy. It smells so good. I wish you could smell it. Awfully tempting to just pop some in my mouth. Now, this seems fairly easy for people to do at home. Now, so the only bacon in this recipe is the cake?
That's right.
Oh, yummy. That's good. Excellent. Oh, don't want to lose that. Now, what do you have the mixer on there?
We're at medium speed, trying to incorporate a little bit of air and make sure all the lumps get out of the frosting.
Okay. Now, is that odd that there are no eggs in there?
Not in buttercream.
Not in buttercream?
No.
Okay. Or I guess it'd be called egg cream, right? Okay, so I think I'm ready. I've crumbled.
All right, so we're
I
going
did the
to...
hard part.
Now we're going to add half of our frosting into here because we only used half of the cake mix.
Oh, okay. So see, some to keep, some to share.
That's right.
There we go. And so I can just dig in,
Yep.
right? Oh,
Squish
this is
it.
where you want to let your kids come in.
That's right.
Oh,
Squish it all together.
Ah! When's the last time you played in the mud?
Tastes and smells better.
Yummy. Okay. And you can't get in trouble for this. So say, Mommy, let's make cake balls. Oh, all right. This is so soft. Okay. Okay, now how am I doing here,
Good.
Chef?
Good.
Okay. Okay. Now what am I doing after? Oops, did I get it all?
Yep, looks good.
That looks
So once
good.
you get it all incorporated like that, then
Okay.
you can use a scoop.
Mm-hmm. Have I mixed it enough? Because I tell you, I am making a mess over here.
It looks pretty good.
Okay, thank you. It smells good. Okay, how's that?
Great. So,
Birthday.
so next you're just going to take the cake
Okay.
and press it into the scoop. And that's it.
Oh, wow. Where's the button? That was easy. This looks so yummy.
Okay. And
Oh.
then
What are we going to do after that?
Then they need to go into the freezer for at least 2 to 3 hours so they can get really hard because we're going to dip them in chocolate.
Yum, chocolate on top of chocolate.
That's right.
This is my day. Okay.
That's what the holidays are all about.
So I'm going to put that away because we have another one to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to get this all out of the way. I'm going to leave that there so we can see them. But remember, they have to go into the fridge for a little bit. Right?
Right.
And let me get this out of your way, Chef. Very good. And we are going to scoop this out and get that all cleaned up. All right, so while I wipe that down and we get that bowl clean, let me wipe this off too.
And I'm melting chocolate chips over here that we're going to dip those cake bites in, and also our peanut butter balls, which we're going to make next.
Now, did you put anything in there with the chocolate chips when you were melting that?
Nope, they're just the chocolate chips. You just need to melt them on low over water.
Okay. And you know what, Chef, now, when I knew we were going to be melting chocolate and I knew we were going to be getting set for today's show, I went to look for a double boiler. And I tell you, it was difficult. And I went to like a lot of the large department stores, and I could not find a double boiler. They're not used that often today.
No.
So we made do, and you can make do at home too. In fact, we want to make it easy for you. So I was like, I can't find a double boiler, but Chef Laura said, it's okay, it's no problem. See how she's all calm? And she said, we'll make do. So she actually put the bowl on top of our water, and then we melted the chocolate. All right, we're going to bring out or put over here. What's this?
This is confectioner's sugar, 4 cups.
All righty, and
About 2 cups of peanut butter
and
butter.
Butter.
and vanilla.
Oh, all right. Now, I remember asking you the other day when we were making these, because one of the large peanut butter companies has now come out with chocolate hazelnut. Yummy. And could we use that instead?
You could.
We could. Chocolate all around. I'm happy. All right, now, and we're going to mix this with the mixer as opposed to by hand.
Right.
Okay, very good. Now, is there a reason why we're going to use the mixer as opposed to hand?
Yes, the dough is going to be very stiff.
Okay.
So it would get really hard to mix it by hand. It'll be very
Okay.
crumbly.
Yes, and chocolate should be easy all the time. All right, so we got our confectioner's sugar. And that's sifted, is that correct?
Yeah.
Or is that, this one is not sifted
No.
or sifted? Okay, see, I'm getting all confused. This one is not sifted because we're using the mixer.
Right.
Okay, super cool. I'll take that. And our yummy peanut butter. You know, it sounds like something like a Reese's peanut butter.
Right.
Is
That's
that-
exactly what it's like.
Oh, wow. I made it, huh? There we go.
Okay.
All right, super. So we're gonna mix that up, and then what are we gonna do after that's all incorporated? Do we have to put this in the oven at all?
No, this is also another item that we're not going to bake.
Another no-bake holiday treat. Awesome. Am I gonna dig my hands all in something? I love putting my hands in stuff. Am I gonna put my hands?
Oh yeah, we're gonna, after the dough comes together, we're gonna make some little balls
Okay.
out of it and then roll them.
Okay. Very good. Now, do you make these often?
I do. It's a family favorite, so
Oh, yummy.
I make them.
Yummy. I think I'm going to make everything that we make today. I'm going to make these for a holiday giveaways. So these are some things you can do too. Remember, no bake. You only bake in the first item was we baked the chocolate cake, and I only used half of it. So you can actually keep the other half, or you can use it for your family and give away the other one.
Right.
Very good. And no bake is great. No bake is great. That is wonderful. All right. Now, how long does that take there?
About 4 minutes, I would say, till the dough comes together.
Okay. So then when that happens, then we're going to just roll
Right.
it at peanut butter wrap. Okay, super. Well, then why don't I get some of this cleared up? We'll take a little break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll roll up some of those peanut butter balls and sit them right here. Is that going to be great? All right. So then we'll see you in just a few moments, and we'll have some of this cleared up, and we'll be ready to roll our peanut butter balls. Yummy. Why did I start a cooking show? You know, I am so passionate about cooking and foods and the entire culinary arts area, genre, that I wanted to share that. I want to, and I hope I'm doing this, take away the fear of being in that kitchen and making something, you know, for others to enjoy, because I guess I do believe anyone can cook. And what I hope that I'm doing is making it simple enough that you feel I can do that too. And you don't have to have a chef's jacket to do it. All right, welcome back from break. And what we've done now, Chef Laura and I, is we're actually rolling out the peanut butter balls. And Chef, this consistency, tell us about this consistency.
It looks a little crumbly. It hasn't completely come together yet, but that's how you want it to be. So when you go to form your ball, you're going to squeeze it first so it comes together, and then roll in the palm of your hands, just like that.
All right, very good. And as you can see, we've got some on the board already, or on our tray here. And now what are we going to do with these?
We're going to dip them in chocolate. So
Yay.
I have a very handy trick for you. Instead of having a very expensive tool for dipping chocolate, you can use a regular plastic fork and break off the middle 2 tines. So you just snap them off.
I can do that.
And it's a very handy dipping tool.
Now, remember, Chef Laura did inform us that these have to go into the refrigerator, but we have some that we already had in the refrigerator. So let's get that. And now, why is it important that they already be cool? And I don't know, can you see these? Aren't they just beautiful? Yep, we have some unfinished there, finished and finished.
Yeah, it's important that they be cool so the chocolate sticks to them and they're not so soft that they melt into the chocolate.
Okay, very good. So there we go. Is that still cool? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to take it and dip it into the chocolate and then tap it against the edge of the bowl.
All right.
Then
there you go.
They're a little soft.
Look, I'm
sitting out.
I'm helping here. I'm helping here.
Yeah.
Oh, so I made that one break apart. So see, you know what? But I'm still going to eat that one. I'm claiming that one now. That's because I had those out for a while.
Right.
So that's the cake ball, and I had those out for a while. Try one of our peanut butter.
All right.
Now, what about the peanut butter ones? I had those in the fridge too.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They'll stay stiffer. But the cake balls, it's important that they be frozen.
Oh, okay.
So they're hard because the cake is soft and moist, which you want it to be when you eat it.
Yeah. And mine was not frozen. But see, luckily, Chef Laura probably figured I wouldn't have them frozen, so she actually brought her own finished. So, Chef Laura, tell us here what we've done. We take a couple out.
Right. So these are the cake bites. And we've dipped them in chocolate, and then we've used some sugar icing that we used for our sugar cookies, just to decorate the top that we have in a piping bag.
All right, and what are these that I'm putting in?
Those are the peanut butter balls that we have dipped in chocolate and cooled.
Oh, okay, so they were all done properly. So
right.
That is wonderful. Well, this is really good, and I like this. This is easy for us, and they were no bake. The only thing you have to do is, for the cake balls, bake the cake, and you do that early.
Right.
So now we have another treat for everyone, and that is, what are we gonna make?
We're gonna make a butter cookie dough and a royal icing without egg whites, which is unusual. So to make the dough, we're gonna first put our butter in. And our sugar.
Okay.
And we're gonna cream those together.
So we're gonna cream the butter and sugar. Now, what's good about creaming it first?
It makes sure that there's no lumps in any of the dough.
Okay.
So you want it all to be even.
Okay, very good.
So once they're incorporated, then we're gonna add our egg yolks and our heavy cream
Okay.
and our salt and baking powder.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add our flour.
Excellent. I am such a big help, aren't I?
You are.
Excellent.
All right, so you're going to mix that until it's all combined, but we have some already.
Already made.
Right.
Okay. So we're gonna mix that till it's combined. What will that consistency be like when it's all done?
It's gonna be soft and pliable.
Okay.
And then you should chill the dough for about 10 minutes in your refrigerator before you roll it out.
Okay. Only about 10 minutes. You know, some of those doughs you have to chill like for hours or at least an hour overnight.
Well, this cookie dough is a blend between sugar cookie dough and shortbread dough, so it's stiffer. That's
Oh,
why.
okay. Very good. So then we need to take this and let's find something where you can roll it out. There.
You can do it on the board.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can do it there? Okay, go ahead. Well, we'll roll it
You
out.
want to do it? Are you going to do it?
Nope. Here you go.
So you want the dough to be about 1/4 of an inch thick.
Very nice.
And if it sticks to your surface at all, you can use a little all-purpose flour for dusting to make sure that it's not sticking.
May I feel that?
Sure.
Oh, that's a nice dough. That's a very nice dough. Now, and so from there, we're just gonna...
Yep, you can use your sugar cookie cutters.
There we go.
And you just cut out your shapes.
And you know what I found too? Because I know they have the plastic cookie cutters available for you to use, and they're perfectly all right to use, but I found the metal ones are much easier. The dough releases from them, and then they usually have like the little curved on the top, so it's easy on your hand. So, you know, I just found these to be better. That's beautiful. Now we have some already done,
We do.
right? Let's see. Those ready. Let's see.
Right here.
There we go. I'll take this out of the way.
So once you've cut your dough, if you're going to sugar them and not use icing, you'll use the egg whites that you've reserved from your yolks for the dough.
Okay.
Brush them on,
Okay.
and then sprinkle on sugar.
Okay, so we brush the egg white, and then we sprinkle the sugar if we're not going to frost them.
Right. But
Okay.
if you ice them, you're going to bake them first and then let them cool completely before you start icing.
Oh, all right. And here's
So this
the
is a
ice.
very neat trick for icing.
Oh, let me give you all of these goodies that we have.
So first you need to start with a cooled cookie, and you put your icing into a pastry bag and you pipe the outline.
She has a very steady hand. Yes, I
Except the
tried
tip is
this,
plugged.
and I'll tell you this: my cookies are still home.
won't come
You have a steady hand. But then I had a lot of fun. Chef Laura taught me a concept called flooding, and I had never heard of it before. Now, Chef Laura, the icing that you use for flooding, was not the consistency of this icing in the bag.
Right.
So you did something to the icing.
So we added more milk to the icing to thin it out.
Okay, so you added more milk. So
Right.
you did this now to make that border.
Right, and you need the border to harden before you can flood it.
Okay.
We have already done borders on these which have already hardened. So
Okay.
once you're going to flood them.
Okay. And this is the icing that had, oh, look at that shine. Can you see that? Let's see if we can make sure we get a good shot. How beautiful is that?
And then you can use an offset spatula to spread it all the way to the edges.
Offset spatula.
Thank you. So you just go gently to the edges because you don't want it to overflow. You want it to stay inside the border.
Okay.
And if you're going to put any sugar on, you need to do it while it's still wet like this.
Oh,
so that way
wow.
it sticks. Very, very easy tip for professional looking sugar cookies.
Oh, that is, and
Just
look,
like that.
I was wondering, it's like coloring and staying inside of the line.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm one, I usually am outside, but that's beautiful. So we do that, and now do we wait till that's dry before we add any of the beads or?
No,
or-
the beads or the sugar you add while it's still wet. But if you're going to add any additional piping on top of them,
Okay.
then you would wait till it's completely hardened.
Oh, excellent. So this
Right.
is fabulous. All right, so we're going to place the balls, the peanut butter balls, right?
Right.
I'm going to put some of those on our plate. And we're going to put the cake ball that you finished. That is just absolutely beautiful. Yay, that looks yummy. And then I'll put these away. All right. And now, Chef Laura, will you help me with my hot chocolate?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
Woo! So what I have here is about 2 cups of milk. Now, you can actually it looks like a little bit more, but you can use whatever you'd like. I have 2%, but whole milk will make it, or half and half, will make it a really rich hot chocolate. But since I'm going to overindulge in the cookies, I thought I might cut back here. All right, so I'm going to let that milk warm up. And then I'm going to melt some chocolate chips in here. This is half a cup. This is 2 tablespoons of cocoa. And then I have here 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's up to you if you want to add this. When I tasted it at that phase before I added it, it was perfectly fine. So I just still added it anyways. And then I'm going to do a pinch of salt. This is more than a pinch, but I'm going to add a pinch of salt here. So it looks like we are warming up nicely. And you know what we're going to do, Chef Laura? Would you take our containers out for us that we're going to put our hot chocolate in? And we got a special treat for when we finish the hot chocolate. We're going to have one that's just for the children. I'll tell you the phase where that's for the kids. And then we're going to make some adult hot chocolate. What do you think of that?
That sounds fantastic.
Yay! Okay, so I'm going to dump the chocolate in. You know, I hear, Chef Laura, everything is better with butter. I think everything is superb with chocolate.
That's what us pastry chefs say.
Yeah, so that's already starting to melt. And then I'm going to add the cocoa. Yay. Yeah. And this is really quick and easy. There's nothing really fancy about it. And I am going to start to whisk in just a moment. See, it's already chocolate. Already, the chocolate's melting. Ooh, yum.
Smells fantastic.
Oh, thanks. That probably smells like your kitchen with the
Yes.
yummy chocolate. You know, sometimes when I'm down visiting Chef Laura, I come in and say, I need a chocolate fix. Yeah. So here we go. Now, you know what? Chef Laura, you supply a lot of pastries and cakes, wedding cakes and everything for not just one restaurant, multiple.
Right.
Yeah. How many restaurants are you doing that for?
4 hotels.
4 hotels.
Yep.
And I want you to know those are classic hotels in Connecticut that she's supplying them for. Yeah, right?
Right.
Excellent. So, let's see. How long have you been doing pastry?
10 years.
10 years. Oh, yummy. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Is that not chocolatey?
Yes,
or
it is.
What? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the sugar. Really, this is really finished. I'm going to add that in. I'm going to do the pinch of salt. And the pinch of salt really just is balancing out the newness and the bitter of the chocolate morsels, right?
Right.
Excellent. All right. And here's our special thing. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because really I'm done here. I'm done here. Now, I'll tell you this. If you'd like, this is a stage for the children. So we'll take one of these. Chef Laura, I'm going to take one of these.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one of these. And I have a little, here we go, scooper. I'm going to scoop out a little bit for the kiddies. Look at that.
Looks marvelous.
Thank you. You know what? We can add either whipped cream. Oops, I made a little. We can add whipped cream. We can add marshmallows. But I think we're just going to throw in what do you think, a peppermint stick?
I think so.
There we go.
Very festive.
There we go. And so, Chef Laura, remember what we talked about? Let's do something for the grown-ups. So before we add the hot chocolate, we're going to add a little Kahlua there.
Okay.
Now, this is just a little Kahlua for you, but you can do half and half if you'd like. And we're going to add a little Bailey's to that one. Oh, you smell that already?
I do.
And in case you have visitors who say, no, I don't want any of the liqueurs or any of the liquor, we actually have, there's one. You smell that?
I do. It smells fantastic.
We actually have just the any creme brulee or any vanilla or hazelnut coffee creamer. Believe it? You just add, so we'll just add a little bit of that in this one.
Okay.
And that way, and I did the separate glasses so you'll know which one is which. The two that are in the smaller containers, which actually look similar to a shot glass, you know that those are the alcohol. And this one is the coffee creamer. And this one is for the kiddies. So today, we have actually prepared, Chef Laura and we prepared some delicious cookie treats that you will find all on our website. And I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank Geisler's. I want to thank Costco. I want to thank Volrath. I want to thank Chef Laura for joining us here today. And I want to ask you, will you be coming back to us?
Of course. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I want to send out a special holiday wish to all of the staff here at Win TV. I could not have asked for a better group of people who actually volunteer their time, and I want them to know how much I appreciate them, and I wish them and their family a very wonderful holiday, as well as you out there for inviting me into your homes. Thank you. Join us again for another episode of Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee, and enjoy the holiday.